Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michelle Briggs. I'm with Strata, Texas. We are welcome to the Briggs and Mortar Heights Facebook Live Tips Tuesday. It is the first, second, and third Tuesday of each month. And today, Day is with us. So Day Smith is the owner of Simplicity by Day. So welcome. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you. So happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes. Okay. So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I am the owner of Simplicity by Day, and Simplicity by Day is a professional organizing consulting company. And so I am the secret weapon for people who want to trade clutter and chaos for simple and organized. So whether you're a professional, homeowner, parent, entrepreneur, I help you get organized through simple organizing solutions. So very needed, very good service right now.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so you were here in the Houston area.
Yes.
Excellent. And how long have you had your business? What
I've had my
inspired
business.
you? What inspired you to do it?
Well, great question. I have had my business for 2 years, but I've been organizing for over 10 years. I started in college organizing dorm rooms and some of my professors' offices. And when I started to have a family and travel for work and just be busy, I started to really value organization because things get crazy, things get, just out of whack at home. And I really saw that if I invested the time in getting things in order and creating some sort of structure, when things got crazy, I at least had that foundation. So I kind of developed, I was my own client. I developed a way to organize different places in my homes and my schedule so that it would be beneficial for my family. And so since that came so naturally to me and I just love doing it, I thought about doing that for other professionals, other moms and other entrepreneurs to help them as well. So that's how I got
Oh,
started.
good. So
Yeah.
you're organizing dorm rooms,
Oh yeah. And I didn't even get paid for it. It was just a hobby.
right?
Crazy, right?
I love it. Okay, so simplicity by
Yeah.
day. Tell us a little bit because it's not just about organizing, right? So tell us a little bit about your company and what services you provide.
Yeah, sure. So I inspire simplicity through organizing and design. So I am both a professional organizer and interior decorator. And so I blend the two into what I call decorganizing. And so I help people influence your decor into your organizing system so that you can really love your space and be proud of it and feel like that it represents who you are, and that helps you want to maintain it and just be a reflection of your goals and your home as far as organization. So that's what we do. I offer in-person and virtual organizing as well, so I can serve as people in Houston and outside. And we also do business productivity coaching as well as custom builds and decor. So if people are looking for like specialized custom signs or different things, we can implement that in our decor as well. So
Oh my
pretty unique
gosh.
services. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Well, because, I guess once your home is decluttered, then you realize that wow, maybe I can add something here, add some decorating, add a little bit of a
Yeah.
personal touch to your home just again, and to fall in love with it all over again.
I agree. I agree. You move away some clutter and it like gives you a breath of fresh air to start over and do something you want to do with your space. So it's actually a great thing to add into it. So yeah.
It's so true. I just thought about this last September. I watched a Netflix show called The Minimalist,
Okay.
and it inspired me to to go through my home. And I did the 30-day challenge. And I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but day
No.
one, you get rid of one thing. Day two, you get rid of two things. Day three, right? Three things. And you go through the whole month. And I found that I was just, first of all, I had so much stuff that I didn't even touch, right? And I didn't realize
Yeah.
how much of it I had. I got my husband involved in the process. And before the end of the month, the goal is to have close to 500 items out of your home. And I think I got closer to 800. So,
Wow. Look
yeah.
at
And we didn't even touch
you.
the garage, right? So it
That
just
is
shows you
amazing.
how much stuff that you collect that you
Yeah.
don't even realize it's there because it, like, I had a stack of magazines that were just in the shelf, underneath that
Mhm.
I was going to get to. I'm sure I was going to get
Of
to one,
course. Yeah.
and I never did. So I'm like, they're out. They got to go.
Yeah.
And it has, I mean, since we've decluttered a lot, I mean, we went through every room, drawers, all of that, and got rid of those items. I definitely see other things that I can get rid of, like another level of decluttering. However, it's definitely opened the space up.
Nice.
I don't know how else to say it. It's just I don't know. I don't have so much stuff to dust. I don't know.
That's a good one. There you go. Yeah,
Right?
I often share this stat with clients how the average home has 300,000 items in your home. And of those, we use 20% of our items 80% of the time. So like those magazines sitting over in the side, you probably wouldn't have touched them, but that's most of us. So really there's so much you can declutter. We just don't. We don't have time, we don't usually prioritize it. But good for you, girl. I love that you
Right?
did got rid of
I
800
totally forgot all about that. Yeah, so I've got to do it again.
items.
But all right. So, when we were preparing for this, one of the things that I really wanted you to share is because that you are a quadruple threat on so many things that you do, right? And I said, what is the one thing that just lights you up? Like, what's that one thing that when you're working with someone or in your overall business, like, what's the one thing that lights you up around Simplicity by Day?
Well, great question. And I feel like it touches on what you mentioned when you were decluttering. But for me, I love seeing the connection and exploring the connection between your physical clutter and your mental clutter. And
Mm.
how if your space is cluttered, if you have piles everywhere, if you can't really see your space, that affects your mental clutter. You feel less productive. It may affect your mood. You may even feel depressed sometimes. So I love helping clients really navigate through that. And I love seeing the results on the other end. Like you said, once you declutter, is space opened up. Like you can tell you were just thinking of what you can do with that space. That's opening up your mental space. And so I love seeing that connection. I love bringing that to a reality for clients and helping them navigate that through organizing. And I could talk about that all day, but it's fascinating, that connection and how those two things are so connected.
Right.
So yeah.
So can you share a quick story about a client that you may have seen the difference when you stepped into it to what it was afterwards?
Yeah, sure. Well, actually, the one of the biggest jobs I did, I worked with my church, and they have a storage room. And it's a church that's been around for 50 years. So imagine all of the stuff that the pastors have stored. I mean, he was a community activist. I mean, he's done civil rights things. I walk in there and it is like boxes and old blueprints and like files in a 12 by 12 room. You can't even see the floor.
Oh, wow.
And I was thinking, what did I get myself into? And after 2 days of decluttering and rearranging things, some of the deacons walked in, they saw it, and they thought they could not believe what we had come up with, what we had found in that space, because there was history there was artifacts there. And so just being able to see what you have made a huge difference for them. And so now as they like transition to their new space, they can actually use those things to put in a museum or put on display. And I go back to sentimental items that we sometimes have that we like store off to the side. It's not really serving a purpose in your home. So being able to declutter and like reuse those things and spaces to really honor memories or understand different you know historical pieces of what that object means, it makes a world of difference. And it really does touch people. So that was one thing I thought that was huge for really decluttering the physical space and seeing the connection, the mental connection, the historical connection with your items. So yeah, that was a great project.
That's a great share. I can only just imagine like they maybe forgot about something that was there that really was something that was of value to everyone, right?
Yeah.
So if you are joining us, just now joining us, this is Michelle Briggs. I'm with Strata, Texas. We are having a conversation with Day Smith. She's the owner of Simplicity by Day. And we've started some really great topics, right? So we talked about what Simplicity by Day is. It is decorating and organizing. What is decorganizing? Did I get that right?
You got it. You got it, Michelle. You got
There
it.
you go. And there's so much more to it. So she shared with us exactly what Simplicity by Day is, and also the connection between the physical clutter and your mental clutter. So if you're just joining us, go back to the beginning, go back a couple of minutes, at least go over and listen to that connection between your physical clutter as well as your mental clutter, because it does clear up the mental space when you clear up your physical space, right?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
And also below, put in hashtag simple. So that is our call to action today, hashtag simple. Just put that below. I will have Day reach out to you directly. She will have a conversation with you and talk to you a little bit about what it looks like to declutter your home, right? To clear that physical space,
Yes.
your mental space.
Yes, you like that.
I got it. I got it. I got it. All right. So when someone does call you, so hashtag simple, I get you connected to that individual. What does it look like working with you, or what's the process with working with Simplicity by Day?
Yeah, great question. So the first thing I do when I walk into someone's space during the evaluation is I really observe your space, your habits, how you move through the space. I want you to walk me through your flow. I want to observe the current structure, because I feel like you organize based on how you live. And that way it'll be easier for you to maintain. So I kind of observe how you move through the space. I also observe your decor style as well, because I always want to implement items, organizing systems that speak to your decor style, so you can really love your space and be proud of it. And it motivates you to maintain. If it looks pretty and you're proud of it, you're going to do what you can do to keep it organized. Trust me. So I definitely do that. And then I have a 4-step process that I use for every space and every home. It's just customized based on what I said earlier with or understanding your space, your flow, your structure. And so I use those two to really build a strategy to help you to create organization and maintain it as well. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. So when one thing that I did not ask, and I apologize for this, I know that we have a partnership that we've set up for anyone that's listing their homes with me. And if you are looking to sell your home, I'm the realtor for you, right? Hashtag realtor for you. And Day and I have a partnership where I'm going to provide you 1 hour of Day's services for your listing to get it ready for pictures and ready for showing and all that great stuff. So that is totally complimentary when you use me as your realtor. So this is kind of that process, right? So you'll go in and, even if you're not going to sell your home and you're just wanting it to declutter, hashtag simple. And, Day, when they come out, they schedule it, it can be virtual, right? You said it can be virtual. What does a virtual showing look like? Or I say virtual showing, excuse me, virtual decluttering.
Virtual declutter. I feel like we're all experts at virtual now, right after 2020, but we use a system where we work through workflows or like project management tools to help you from the beginning to the end, where I do as much work on my end to set you up for success with organizing. So there's multiple steps and multiple pieces that you give me, like photos, measurements, inventory. And then I take that information and build you a strategy and a layout. I also shop for you because I get good discounts as well. Shop for you to deliver your organizing products. And then based on the layout and your decor style, we implement that system into your space. So I make it as easy as possible for you so that you can feel empowered to organize with my help.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Okay, so it is Tips Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So what is our tip for today?
So your tip for today is the 15-minute rule. So I am a huge believer in that if you focus on activity, a specific activity, you can get a lot done. And so I encourage you to spend 15 minutes, set a timer on your phone, and declutter a space. at the beginning of the day to start your day, declutter your desk, declutter your office, or at the end of the day, declutter your office, or at the end of the night, walk through your home and pick up items, declutter your home, but only 15 minutes. If you do that every day, one time a day, you'd be surprised how much you get done and how accomplished you feel. And you can set yourself up for success for the next day. So 15-minute rule.
I love that. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start
Yeah.
doing that. Oh my gosh, I know. Moving things out, like moving things out. I mean, it is. Okay. So literally we can talk forever about decluttering, and I can see that you have the passion for it and that you are a rock star in your business. And I'm excited about our partnership and what we're creating, and supporting each other in our successes, right?
Exactly.
I
Yes.
love it. All right. I love it. Love it. All right. So you guys, thank you once again for watching the Briggs and Mortar Heights Facebook Live. I always ask you to follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook page, all my social media. All you have to do is search RELTR, the number 4 and the letter U, because I am the realtor for you.